please click the blue link below the video to get more information now.
Useless. Anyway, I read on and stared with astonishment as I read the stats. This guy had made over $2 million from this one site alone in the last 12 months. I just couldn't believe it. Eagerly, I clicked into the attachments he'd uploaded as proof. There was his bank account showing regular payments from Clickbank into it. There were his traffic stats showing the amazing amount of traffic the site had been receiving. And there were the last 12 months Clickbank stats. And yes, there it was. $2 million in affiliate commissions. Simply amazing. But then I noticed something that nearly made me fall off my chair. Almost 80% of his sales had come from one affiliate. Yep, just one affiliate sending an insane amount of traffic to this guru's site had made him the majority of his money. This affiliate must have been one of the top 3 affiliates on Clickbank, and to call him a super affiliate is really not doing him justice. This was the guy that everyone wants promoting their products. This was the guy making 7 figures per year promoting this one website alone. God only knows what his total affiliate income was per year. But here's the kicker. This guru had forgotten one very important point. He had forgotten to blank out the affiliate's ID from the stats. I quickly grabbed my phone and took a photo of the screen. And there I had it. I had the super affiliate's ID. I knew the guru had made a massive mistake not blanking out this super affiliate stats. And sure enough, within the next 5 minutes, the flipper auction had been taken down completely. Obviously the guru had seen what he'd done and panicked, deleting the whole thing. I was so excited I could hardly contain myself. I now knew what I suspected all along, that there were affiliates making massive money online. But, even better, I stumbled across one of the very top earners' ID. I knew that what this guy was doing was working, and working well. I just had to figure out exactly how he was doing it. And so my journey began. I spent the next 2 months researching this guy. It literally became my life. I had scrapers built, hired freelancers, and dug up information from the depths of the internet. I even hired a private detective to find out as much as he could about this affiliate's activities. Really is amazing what you can find out about someone if you truly put your mind to it. I gradually started building up a picture of his technique. Step by step and piece by piece, I was able to fit all the information I collected together until I could see exactly what he was doing. I knew what he did and how he did it. It was unlike anything I'd ever seen before. It really was the most ingenious system I had ever seen. By now, I'd built up an exact blueprint of what I needed to do. I knew without doubt it worked because I'd seen the proof for myself. My excitement was at fever pitch. I could almost smell the money. All I needed to do now was to automate everything I had learned over the past 2 months. And I knew immediately where I could get that done. You see, at the time, I was working for a very large organization as an admin clerk. The company actually designed, made and sold computers. And, as I had been there several years, I knew most of the developers. There was one guy in particular that I knew would be perfect. And the reason was, he had the most terrible gambling problem. He used to come in every day moaning about losing on the horses or how someone had riveted him on at poker for a large pot. He was always broke. I knew this guy quite well. His name was Pete. And I was sure he could do with the extra money. So I approached him and told him what I needed and how much I was willing to pay him. And as I thought, he agreed immediately. Now this guy was an amazing programmer. What he didn't know about coding wasn't worth knowing. But, like many programmers, he needed me to spell out exactly what I wanted. So I sat down and wrote out every minute detail that he would need. I included everything that I found out over the last 2 months. But, most importantly, I told him that there were 3 absolutely essential things that the software must produce. Number 1, instant results. I knew the software had to produce instant results. I didn't have time to wait for the money. I needed it now, literally, overnight. Number 2, fully automated and hands-free. I needed the software to run with full automation. Once it was running, that was it. No more messing with it. Number 3, can be used with any affiliate network. I wasn't sure if this super affiliate was only using this on Clickbank. but I saw the potential to use it everywhere. I didn't want this to be limited to only one network. It had to work with all of them. I mean, why limit yourself, right? The more avenues of profit you have, the more you'll make. Pete had the software finished in no time, and I was delighted. He'd made it exactly how I wanted. We settled up, and he told me to give him a shout if I needed any modifications or had any other projects. Then he rushed off, probably to go and place his next bet. That day I finished work early and drove home as fast as I could. I downloaded the application and installed it on my computer, setting it running on a fresh Clickbank account. I should have really gone to bed, but I wouldn't have been able to sleep anyway, so I sat there refreshing my stats. Well, at first, nothing happened. And I was wondering if I'd done something wrong. But then, after about an hour, there it was. $49.21 in affiliate commissions popped up. At first, it was a shock. I'm not sure why, because I was sure this was going to work. But my past failures have probably led me to expect the worst. 20 minutes later, I refreshed the page, and there pops up another sale. Another $49.21. It was working. I was ecstatic. That night, I stayed up refreshing the page until tiredness eventually took over, and I fell asleep at my desk. When I woke up the next morning, the first thing I did was refresh the page. Couldn't believe it. Overnight, literally while I was asleep, I had made $738.15. Well, I knew there and then I was never going back to work again. Over the next month, I saw things that could be improved upon, and Pete was only too happy to help finally produce what I think is the perfect piece of money-making software. I'm not kidding. So, let me show you exactly what Pete and I have created, and more importantly, what it can actually do. Yesterday, I plugged a new Clickbank account username into my software and left it running for 24 hours. So let's check back and see how we did. Nice. As expected, we're profiting already. The software's pulled in sales for a total commission of $1,594.30 in just over a day. Pretty amazing, eh? That's really how easy this is to produce a rock-solid income stream. Now you can see how I managed to finance my extravagant lifestyle. How I'm able to simply call my bank manager to withdraw $100K at the drop of a hat. And how I am now able to provide for my family and give them the life they deserve. I actually like to think of it as a loyal employee now, sitting there in the background making me money, never moaning or complaining or asking for a raise, just the perfect worker doing the perfect job, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, while I'm off enjoying life. The money just floods in with such unstoppable momentum that I now know that I'll never have to worry about it again for the rest of my life. Which brings me to an important point. I know what you're thinking. Why in hell is this guy offering me his money-making system? Well, I'm doing it to help. Yes, really. I want to help a select few people enjoy the success I now benefit from. Like I said, I have enough money to last me through now. I really don't need any more. And I'm a big believer in giving back to people less fortunate than myself. People that have maybe tried to make money online before, but have failed. People that have been scammed by unscrupulous gurus, and people who have lost their hope of making money online. You see, I can still remember all too clearly the bitterness and frustration of being trapped in my day job, dying to better myself and start receiving the success and wealth that I knew I deserved, but not knowing how to get there or which way to turn. I remember my frustration turning to anger when the latest guru scammed me out of my hard-earned money with his latest pie-in-the-sky method and fake screenshots. But worst of all, I remember my dream fading. The dream that I was ever going to make it online. The dream that had kept me going all that time, but with each failure was being extinguished slowly but surely. I know what that feels like. And that, my friend, is why I am doing this. If you feel like that too, even slightly, then the time to change your life is right now. And because I can remember this level of frustration so well, I'm going to help you out. I'm going to virtually give away this automated passive income software for nothing. When you take into account my server costs, support staff and development costs, not to mention my own personal time that I'm going to be giving to help you set up your own passive income streams just like mine. Not only this, I'm going to completely remove any risk from your shoulders. You see, I'm that confident that this works. I'm going to allow you to trial it for a full 60 days. You can see with your own eyes as it pulls in massive profits on complete autopilot straight into your account like it does from me each and every day. So take advantage. Click that download button now and get your AutoCash Android downloaded. Set up immediately. It'll only take you 5 minutes and then you can go about your business, safe in the knowledge that you've just changed your life forever. Anyway, I really have to get this lot counted up for my wife's present. Don't delay. Hit the button right now to find out how I do it.
Please click the blue link below the video to get more information now. Thanks.